Good afternoon. Today we're going to be discussing Instagram Reels and the optimization of their internal search engine. To understand this, we need to know what Reels are. Instagram Reels are Instagram's first submission to the short video genre, which is heavily populated by TikTok. It covers a wide variety of topics, including entertainment, product marketing, socializing, and hobbies. It's a highly popular feature amongst preteens all the way up to middle-aged adults. It is even utilized at times by the elderly. It has several equivalents across other social networks, including YouTube Shorts, Facebook Stories, Snapchat Stories, and of course its inspiration, TikToks. They offer extreme reach in a quick amount of time. A single reel, when done correctly, can draw thousands of views and likes within an hour. But for a TikTok to get these thousands of likes and thousands of views, or a reel, excuse me, in a short amount of time, we have to understand why. How is it optimized? What optimizes its reach? When we talk about optimization, we're talking about the reach of a site, a page, a link, etc. In our case, we're talking about a reel's ability to reach its designated audience or even audiences outside of Instagram, which is uncommon, but at times it can happen. To do this, we have to understand what search engine marketing is. Search engine marketing is the ability of a site to increase its reach and visibility. Once again, in our case, a reel's ability to reach its viewers both on and off site. Why do we need this though? We need this for conversion. Conversion deals with the traffic that a link, page, or reel gathers in. For our circumstance, traffic is money. Our conversion rate means that people may spend money on our advertisements when they see our site. For instance, sponsored reels. Sponsored reels are paid submissions by other companies who have prime real estate in the Instagram Reel algorithm so that a large variety of traffic comes through, and even if they don't buy it, that traffic alone can earn us money, which we'll talk about later when we discuss the Play Bonus program. But organic content is natural content centered around an account's interest, so we can still get traffic through organic content. To do this, we need indexes. Our index data consists of crawlers, which are tiny microbots that all sites use that have a search engine. For instance, even Instagram uses them on a smaller level. Google is the innovator of these crawlers. They go through every single site and index various properties and topics and other things about these sites. They then stick them under labels. For instance, if I was a fitness influencer or I had a fitness page, a crawler would come through my site and label me as fitness and gym and possibly motivation if we're done right. These labels are then transferred into keywords. These keywords are what most people can see when they come through and look through Reels. These are your hashtags, or TikTok, they just call them tags. And then when you use your title, once again, your heading tag, this is the title of your video. This is what it gets tagged as. Your title tag is a different version of that, which is more in depth. So what's the correlation here? Instagram Reels are shown to you through an algorithm. As I explored Instagram Reels just to get a general idea of the algorithm, I found that on my Explore page, I have one reel for every 5 posts. So shown in this graph here, 80% of what I see are posts, but a whopping 20% of what I see are reels. This is a pretty large number for someone, especially if they're consuming a lot of Instagram content, whether they're mindlessly sitting on their phone, just looking through. It means 20% of what they see can potentially be an advertisement. On my For You page, I found that for every 18 posts and reels I saw, 6 of them were reels and 12 of them were posts. This is important because although much of these posts or much of these reels were organic content, there is a very real opportunity here for sponsored reels to find their way in. Once again, most of them were organic, but there was a chance for sponsored reels to make an appearance here. Instagram's internal search engine uses these. They go through these reels and tag them with several properties. I'll note this later on when we discuss companies that have successful campaigns. So what does it look like? For advertising, many reels will advertise a wide variety of products. These are typically sponsored and almost always targeted. Businesses are your main advocates of these. And I'm going to show you two examples here. Technical difficulty there. As we can see here, we have a Rain Energy commercial. We're showing our product. This came to me through a sponsored link. I didn't even have to search for this one. And normally on the phone format, you can pull it up and look through its tags and this embedded, but on a computer, it gets a little hairy to work through. Once again, another one I had to search for this one. This was another sponsored content. Instagram saw me hunting for keychains after I broke mine and determined that this would be a product I was likely interested in. On the flip side, we have the entertainment reels. These reels primarily seek to entertain, sometimes earning monetization through large amounts of viewership. Once again, we'll discuss that in the Play Bonus program. These are most of your common users and at times content creators. Here you see we just have a random funny video with no real purpose other than entertainment. They've even hashtagged this one, funny videos, funny. Gonna go away from that because I just read that tag. And here we have a reel by the NFL. This is Barry Sanders' birthday one, I believe. Once again, Instagram crawlers would have come through and tagged this under football content, athletic, possibly gym, fitness. That's how this one would have made its way to me, although I do follow the NFL, so that's how I was able to find this one. Once again, a fairly short video. They come with music, but for copyright purposes, I will not be playing their sound. So what are the marketing benefits of Reels? To be blunt, almost limitless. When you think about advertising through Instagram Reels, you need to think about it like television advertisements. Back before social media was a big thing, a large, if not all, of advertisement was done through television, with billboards coming in a far second and newspapers being a far third. Instagram Reels have that same capacity. You can have an Instagram Reel advertised for just about anything. Now, once again, we'll talk later about some of the things that get a little hairy on Instagram's side for that. Some of the popular users of this are the service industry. I typically see this fellow who cuts lawns for free, but he makes his revenue through Instagram. Apparel companies will link their product and have models show them off in the streets or at various entertainment locations. And of course, consumable products. Moments ago, I showed you Rain. Their product is placed at the front. That makes sure you know what the product is about. It makes it look real glamorous. But why would you use Instagram Reels? Well, first of all, exposure. As I've already hammered home twice, it is very easy for an Instagram Reel to reach a large audience in a short amount of time. It is unsponsored and free. So even if you don't sponsor your reel, it's still free advertisement. It goes to a targeted audience, so the crawlers come through, decide what your reel should go to, and send it to probably 100 people. If 100 people like it, it sends it to 1,000, and all of a sudden your reel is at the top of the algorithm and you're seeing it consistently. They're low maintenance. Once again, Posting an Instagram reel that's unsponsored is free. It takes minimal effort to make one, but will eventually fall out of rotation. So you will have to consistently do them, but you don't have to go through and check it and come back and make sure it's still in. Just regularly, consistently doing it will have your reel at the top of the algorithm. Now, for capability, it's primarily used for pre orders and popular items and trials. A good way to do it is if you're releasing a new product, you could show the product in a limited capacity and open it for pre orders. If you have a popular item that typically sells out, it's a good way to get that announcement out there without sending an email or posting to a site. It's a much quicker and easier method. And of course, trials. If you're looking to try a new product and maybe wanting to sneak some feedback to you, you could post that product and monitor your comments to see how people are reacting to that comment. As a bonus, that feedback in the comments is great for your products that you typically sell. If you're, say, you sell a certain flavor of this food, but people aren't buying it, you can look at your comments and figure out why it is that they're not doing that, why they won't buy it, why it's not a good product. So, what's the catch? Well, obviously, with everything, nothing's perfect, but Instagram is a pretty close one. Copyright concerns. At times, you can get copyright stricken for your music, which will demonetize your video. Also, your product. Even though you're promoting your own product, you have to be certain that other products don't slip in and those companies catch it and take offense to it. Because if I'm promoting, say, a refrigerator and I'm wearing a Nike shoe, if Nike sees that commercial and decides that they don't want me in there, they have every right to take down my reel. Obviously, business image is an issue as well. Instagram Reels exist on a more laid back and less formal means of advertising. So, for an upscale company, it can be difficult to balance which identity you're trying to cover here. Instagram Reels simply isn't ideal for upscale because you're going to be drawing in viewers who don't follow that crowd. While there may be some upscale viewers, most of your crowd is not going to be upscale. Additionally, oversaturation is a common problem that people see. If you post your reel several times or on several different accounts, this is going to annoy viewers and it's going to depict you in a negative light. Additionally, there's the issue of black hats, which is a common social media term. Black hats are a plethora of links to the same page for reels posting the same reel repeatedly for views. I see this a lot, and typically those accounts get blocked by their viewers. In the same token, undersaturation is also a concern. You have to be consistently upkeeping your reels in order to keep your presence there. If you post sporadically, there is a very strong chance that the Instagram algorithm will kick you out. It will set you to the side and you will only be visible to some of your viewers. This is a common problem across all social media. At times, accounts will fall out of favor with Google or with Instagram or YouTube or Facebook or Twitter, and their viewers won't see them anymore. And even if they're still following, for some reason, these companies and these businesses won't be brought to the For You page anymore. Additionally, your levels of engagement can be an issue with Instagram Reels. Is it an open forum to hate? Yes. If you have a political stance in your business, there's a strong chance your comment section will be full of people who don't want to see it. The problem is, do you lock these comment sections? Because then you close yourself off to your free feedback. And if you keep these open, how are you responding? Does your company respond to good feedback? Does it respond to bad feedback? Can you maintain a level of existence in these formats that won't be off-putting to consumers? We'll talk about in a minute my opinions on Rain Energy. Although they have a successful business plan, they struggle in this department. Additionally, bot spamming is an issue. Highly successful companies are inevitably going to succumb to bot phishing in their comment sections. These are fake accounts made in mass that are looking to steal information from unsuspecting users in your comment section. These are a major problem for all companies. Many companies have complained about it. It's just another thing that Reels has to deal with that all companies end up dealing with. Let's talk money though. To use the Play Bonus program, this is Instagram's way of paying its users solely based off of views. You have to be you have to have an account set to a business or creator, you have to be at least 18, and you have to have under 1 million followers. I know Coca-Cola here because when I searched for their follower count, said 3 million. However, they also had 6 accounts. These various accounts kept Coca-Cola in contention for this Play Bonus program whenever they would post reels. Now, there are several restrictions on these Instagram reels, and that's in order to prevent various types of content coming through. Static images are one version, which is just an image with minimal or no movement. There's static image polls, which are the same as static images, but with polls, there are slideshow statics. Once again, it's basically a PowerPoint that doesn't move. Looping videos, which are GIFs or similar because they're just generally uncreative. And embedded ads, which are stealing ad revenue from Instagram. If you're looking to make money off of Instagram Reels, you cannot have your own advertisements locked in. There are also some restricted behaviors, things such as consuming inedible substances such as the infamous Tide Pod Challenge, graphic content, drugs and alcohol and tobacco, sexual behavior and activities, the discussion of social issues, as well as the depiction of conflict and strong language are strictly prohibited by Instagram Reels Play Bonus program. The reward, however, is pay per play. Once again, after a certain amount of plays, Instagram's going to pay you for that. There's a threshold. You don't get paid more than $25 minimum. Once again, conversion is an issue or a bonus. You get so much traffic, you're going to get paid on top of the traffic that ends up buying from your advertisement. Here's an example of a company that does it right. Rain Energy routinely reaches views of 10,000 plus on its reels. It can run this marketing campaign solely on its own. It has no problem piggybacking off its ambassadors. It only sporadically sponsors its reels because it's not necessary. And they're accurately tagging their reels in order for the crawlers to have an easier time pushing their product to the front. They tag them with fitness, the gym, I saw CrossFit, etc., etc. The result is that Rain is one of the most popular rising stars of the energy drink market, and despite a deep market, Rain continually reports strong quarters. Now, here's a company that struggles with it. This is a local company for me. Bolivar Credit LLC. Their problem is they primarily use still and static images. They're highly inconsistent. They are not even committed to the Reels marketing strategy. Additionally, like many small businesses, they just generally struggle with their social media presence. It's one of the easier ones, yet for small businesses, it's one of the most difficult. They do show signs of improvement. They went from having no tags to minimal tags to kind of separate themselves where they need to be. They went from no captions to using some effective captioning, but once again, they're still inconsistent. The result is that they have next to no engagement. They have roughly 5 posts for every follower, and the result is that their social media marketing has no effect on their business. So, wrapping it up, Instagram Reels is a great tool for marketing products. The key to successful use is in optimizing each reel, tag it and bag it. It's a common term used in hunting and other sports where you use what we call a tag. I highly recommend it for the apparel, consumable product, and service industries as it is an easy format to use for those. However, I would be hesitant to use it if I were in an upscale industry or something offering objectable products such as beer, cigarettes, marijuana. We'll go that far. And here's a citation for all the websites I used. Thank you for watching.